There once was a young pirate named Maddy, the smallest pirate with the smallest ship on the entire sea. He wore a patched-up coat, boots a little too big, and a pirate hat that slipped over one eye. But Maddy carried something far greater than size, a dream. One morning, a bottle washed onto the dock beside his boat. Inside was an ancient map. Its faded lines pointed toward the legendary Golden Chest of Dorado, the greatest treasure the ocean had ever hidden. Without hesitation, Maddy set sail. Alone. On a boat barely bigger than a bathtub, into waters that had swallowed ships 100 times larger. His first challenge came quickly. A storm rose from nowhere. The sky darkened. The sea became mountains. And thunder rolled across the ocean. Maddy gripped the wheel tightly as towering waves tossed his little boat like driftwood. The wind screamed. The rain stung. And for a moment, he feared the sea might win. Then, from the crashing waves, something appeared. A sea turtle, broad as a dinner table. With one steady nudge of its shell, the turtle pushed Maddy's boat upright. The turtle stayed beside him until the storm passed. As thanks, Maddy tossed his final biscuit into the sea. And when the waves settled, he noticed a small blue shell resting on his deck. He slipped it into his pocket. The map led next to the whispering jungle, an island tangled with towering trees and twisting vines. The path forward disappeared beneath shadows. But Maddy stepped inside anyway. The jungle played tricks. Trees seemed to move. Paths twisted in circles. And strange whispers called from every direction. Soon, Maddy was hopelessly lost. Just then, a parrot with one bent feather landed on his shoulder. At every fork and crossing, the bird squawked the correct way. And somehow, Maddy found his path again. When they reached the jungle's edge, the parrot flew away. But one bright orange feather remained caught on Maddy's coat. Smiling, he tucked it into his pirate hat. The final challenge waited beneath the waves. The coral maze, a twisting underwater labyrinth leading toward the last island. Maddy took a deep breath, and dove. The maze twisted endlessly. Dark coral walls stretched in every direction. Maddy's lungs burned. He could not tell left from right. Then tiny glowing fish appeared. Like floating lanterns, they swam ahead through the darkness. Maddy followed their silver light. And moments later, burst through the surface. Before him stood a white beach beneath a golden cliff. And carved into the stone, a cave shaped by wind and salt over countless years. At the top waited the treasure. There it was, the Golden Chest of Dorado. Brass locks. Jeweled corners. Ancient wood. Maddy lifted the heavy lid. And froze. The chest was empty. No gold. No jewels. Nothing at all. Maddy sat quietly inside the cave. All that distance. All that courage. For nothing? Then he looked at what he carried. The blue shell, a reminder that help may come from unexpected places. The orange feather, proof he had never truly been alone. And the pink coral, a light through darkness. Slowly, Maddy placed all three inside the chest. And suddenly, it no longer felt empty. It felt priceless. Because now, it held his story. Maddy carried the chest home. And every evening, when someone asked about the legendary treasure of Dorado, he would open the lid and hold up a shell, a feather, and a piece of coral. Then he would smile and say, "The treasure was never waiting at the end. I was collecting it the whole way there." The real treasure isn't at the destination. It's everything you gather on the journey.